Kia ora everybody and welcome back to Civilization 5. Today we're looking at the Dutch, a civilization that generally thrives in around the Renaissance era, around the mid-game. They have a very powerful unique unit. Unfortunately it's a naval unit, but actually I had a great deal of fun with it recording the gameplay for this video, and I think you will too. Their unique ability, the Dutch East India Trading Company, provides you with some additional resources to trade at a reduced happiness penalty, and finding is actually a tile improvement, which is slightly rarer in Civilization 5. It's the Dutch Polder. And to briefly interrupt myself, the top comment in the comment section for this video will be my introduction to my next Civ 5 guide, so comment below and thank you channel members. Today we're going to talk everything Dutch. We're going to go through their unique unit, unique tile improvement, and some strategies for how best to win the game as the Dutch. Without any further ado, let's jump straight in and discuss. So, first thing you need to know is that as the Netherlands, you have a grassland start bias, which increases your odds of spawning near marshlands. That's important because your unique tile improvement, the Polder, can only be built on marshlands and floodplains. The start bias also offers a decent amount of food at the start of the game as well, spawning near those tiles, which should be enough to get your cities going quickly. The downside is that often your capital city, much like mine in this game, may not necessarily be a coastal city. Now, I could have built mine in this game as a coastal city, so it's not the best example, but it's important to note that you will want a strong coastal city, if not your capital, so that you can build your unique unit, the Sea Beggar, but we'll get to that in a minute. Let's talk the unique ability, the Dutch East India Trading Company. It's a fascinating one, and to be honest, I don't think it's super strong, but it has some use cases. Trading your last copy of a luxury resource will still provide you with half of its normal happiness. So for those unfamiliar, in Civilization 5, you have luxury resources that you collect. You build tile improvements, you collect the resources. You can trade away your extra copies at no cost to your empire. However, when you get down to your last copy of a luxury, let's say it's wine, you're down to your last tile of wine. In a normal game, if you trade that away, you no longer receive any benefits from it. The standard benefit is 4 happiness. However, when you're playing as the Netherlands, as the Dutch, when you trade away the last copy of a unique luxury, you still maintain half of its happiness. So you keep 2 happiness, despite not having a single copy of that luxury left in your empire, which is pretty powerful, actually. What it means is you can leverage your luxuries a lot better, you can trade them away. Generally, you're going to be trading them for gold, but there is another strategy here where you can trade away the last copy of your luxury for a luxury that you don't have. Let's say you get rid of your last copy of wine, you now receive 2 happiness instead of 4, but that's up from 0 that a normal civ would get. And you can swap for a luxury that you don't have. So you're actually going to be in a net benefit of plus 2 happiness, plus whatever other benefits come with those luxuries if they provide more. It's a really powerful ability. It'll help you keep on top of your happiness or keep on top of your gold situation a little bit better than normal. And also, when you're playing as the Dutch, you're likely to want to have lots of cities. So it will help you and allow you to play a wide game. Whereas in Civilization 5, we're often sort of tutored to play towards more of a tall game. By that I mean few cities with lots of population. Whereas playing as the Dutch, you can afford to go wide, have more cities with less pop. Now let's talk their unique improvement, the Polder. So this thing comes online in the medieval era with the technology guilds. It's a tile improvement that, like I said in the beginning of the video, must be built on either marsh or floodplains, so don't remove your marshlands. It provides a base yield of plus 3 food, so really similar to a farm. However, once you unlock economics in the Renaissance era, again why the Dutch are really powerful once you get to the Renaissance era, the tile improvements are enhanced. Your polders will now provide plus 1 production and plus 2 gold, which brings their net final yield to plus 3 food, plus 2 gold, and plus 1 production. It's a really powerful tile improvement once you get economics online. Don't sleep on it. You're gonna want to build these bad boys. They are very strong. However, you might not always get them in your starting position. Like I say, I would suggest that you play wide as the Dutch rather than tall. We're going to take a slight difference from our scheduled viewing. I'm going to not quite yet cover their unique unit, because I want to talk about social policies, because they really, really matter as the Dutch. And while you don't have to follow my recommendations, I think I have a pretty reasonable understanding of the cultural policy tree and how you should play it. I would recommend that you focus on liberty and patronage. I'd recommend that you open with liberty and complete the liberty tree. As I say, the Dutch in Civilization 5 are one civ that are more catered towards playing wide, spamming out a lot of cities, rather than playing tall, having a few big cities. Reason being because of their happiness, because of the way that you can trade away your last copy of a luxury for another one. You can build up a lot of happiness as the Dutch. So, how does this all come together? Well, you take liberty, you get your free workers, you get your free settlers, you get the pyramids if you want them. Build up, build out, build wide. Then pick up patronage as your second one, potentially supported by either exploration, commerce, or rationalism as you unlock them, okay? Patronage is good because the Dutch are particularly good at a diplomatic victory. Why? Because you make a lot of money playing as the Dutch, right? Your unique tile improvement provides you with additional money. Your unique unit, which we'll get to in a minute, provides you with a lot of money. And naturally, you're going to be a trading nation, right? The Dutch East India Trading Company exists for a reason. You're going to have lots of luxuries. You're going to have lots of trade routes, lots of cities, and hopefully lots of gold. So picking up patronage will allow you to pull more city-states online under your control. Basically, just buy them all out as you go. Pick up their benefits, pick up their luxury resources as well. Hopefully you can get a feel for how all of this is starting to come together. Our game plan is, of course, generally speaking with the Dutch, going to be favoured towards that diplomatic victory, and I think they're a great contender for a diplomatic victory. Almost one of the best, I would say. Cultural victory, not so much, but you could also go domination or science and have a reasonable chance at getting it. I'd say like a 7 or an 8 out of 10. Reason being their unique unit. We should cover it now, and now you can see it on screen as I finally start to unlock its raw power and steal that galleass from my Persian enemies. Okay, let's talk their unique unit, the Sea Beggar. The Sea Beggar should not be underestimated. It replaces the Privateer, so it's your melee unit during that sort of medieval Renaissance kind of mid-game era. It doesn't have a ranged attack, so you'll want to keep some frigates on board to ensure that you have a couple of ranged strikes. However, its melee attack is super, super powerful. So what's unique about this unit? Well, it starts with a lot of promotions that would usually take you quite a while to get on your privateers. So a normal privateer can convert enemy ships when you capture them, when you destroy them. We call this promotion prize ships. The odds are based on how strong the enemy ship was. Stronger ships have a low capture rate. Capture rates can be as low as 20% or a 1 in 5 chance. But they can be as high as 80% or a 4 in 5 chance of capturing a ship that you destroy. It's so powerful, and you can snowball this in a crazy way. Also, you have a 40% bonus against cities, and you'll steal gold equivalent 66% of damage done when attacking them. That's because your ships not only have Coastal Raider 1, but they also have the Coastal Raider 2 promotion. That is unique to you as the Dutch. They can also heal outside of friendly territory with the supply promotion. Overall, you get these privateers that are insanely promoted above the normal Coastal Raider 1 and prize ships. And as soon as you get like 1 or 2 kills with them, as you've seen me do in this, you can promote them again and get Coastal Raider 3. And then you just steal so much gold and so much yields from destroying enemy cities, enemy coastal cities, and as you're doing it, of course, whenever you come across a galleass, a caravel, maybe if you get lucky, an enemy privateer or frigate, you can potentially pull them in to your navy as well. What you'll end up with, hopefully, is a navy that never fully goes away. You can afford to be quite reckless with your ships, like you can see me being in this video, because you'll sort of steal some as you go. They're sort of a self-replenishing privateer, even more so than the normal privateer is, and you earn insane amounts of gold by capturing enemy cities and pillaging them and raiding them, just like I have done here. Overall, I think the Dutch are certainly not the most powerful civ in the game, and having a unique naval unit tends to be a disadvantage. However, I think you can play it to your advantage. My recommendations for the Dutch are, like I say, to go through, spread out wide, but not necessarily growing big tall cities. Play on an island map, an archipelago map, so that you can make the most of your unique unit, the Sea Beggar. Man, it is fun to play with. It's so fun to have such a high chance of capturing enemy units and to pillage an insane amount of gold in the process. Seriously, the Dutch are a really fun civ. I think you could go the diplomatic route really safely and quite easily, but also you could pursue the domination route with your Sea Beggars, and a scientific victory is never going to be too far away as well, particularly if you pick up rationalism. Keep on top of your happiness as the Dutch, and you can really go far and wide playing as the Netherlands. Thank you very much for watching this Civilization 5 guide. I really hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, I'll see you then. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.